yourself steady over there. What's up with you today? You feeling okay? We've been traveling all over lately, so maybe you've come down with something. That's it. We're getting Baiju to check you over. Oh, Baiju isn't in his shop.
Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Show me your prescription.
Ah, okay. Thanks. We'll head on through.
Traveler, Paimon, welcome.
It's the Traveler. She looks absolutely beat, and she keeps spacing out. Yep.
Very peculiar.
Okay. Paimon does not like that.
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, hence my concern. Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a
Huh? What do you mean? Nah.
curses, dark. Why don't you rest here for a... In the meantime, Changsheng and I will review the relevant literature for afflictions that...
Oh, must be a rare condition if not even Baiju and Changsheng have seen it before. Well, all we can do is take their advice. You look like you're about to collapse anyway. Just get some rest. Traveler! Traveler! Rise and shine! For once, you're making a cut! What? Nope, nothing. Okay, don't panic. What? So... Oh.
something is missing.
Did you just say something?
The flesh remains whole, but the soul is incomplete.
Ah! What the? Wait! Paimon, right! The last time Child's been looking everywhere for you.
Tell me, what is it that you... Tight-lipped, huh? You, I'll take a glass of wine.
Oh. We make this one in-house. It's not
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tiger
coming right up. If I knew we...
At the end of the day, what happens to you if you want my help? Now's the time to speak. I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you. Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound...
Neither of those things sound good. Well, should we trust her? She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged. Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's...
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do. Well, have you made up your...
So, that's all we know, Miss Skirk.
So, you couldn't disperse the I understand. Come find me in the Guili Plains when you're done here.
Oh, okay. Huh? She disappeared!
Wait, hold on.
Oh, no, this includes... We didn't! What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of
Seeing things?
Coming!
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk being there at all. Even Paimon was half... Oh, Whoa, what are all... Huh. Looks like they're collecting some... What...
Let's fly! Open fire! Open fire! Locked on! Open fire!
So, this is what they were collecting. It looks kinda like... Yeah...
From the moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished. Their gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep with it together. These...
Nothing! Just wanted to make sure you were... She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her.
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixing. It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connect now.
Okay. Right. But in our experience...
Maybe it's a good thing, but the remains aren't just gone. Very clever, traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you. Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at source.
Wait, you mean... the stars?
Mm-hmm. 42 of them have died out in the past few months alone. In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should that individual fall, Yet now, something has. This time, it only took a fragment of. No one knows. All I know, considering how much. We're going to help each other. You are my.
Well, great! You seem super.
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis. And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction. You would do well to remember that.
Yeesh! You'd think she'd be a little well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then Paimon. Anyway, the important thing is that... Whoa!
This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here. It is. I don't know how much
Ajax? Oh, right. So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world?
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around now. We just need to figure out how to... Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the thief who stole that fragment of your soul. Abyssal power can grant a special form of... Okay. Do you plan to... That tracks. All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister. And that abyssal power is a...
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurt... I'll respect your opinion, though. Just means we have to turn to this. A little abyss crystal that contains...
Dream?
It means experiencing whatever the other Since you haven't stuck with dream mirroring.
Huh. You make...
Tough to say. To play it safe.
Wait! You're gonna... Does that mean... The next time we see...
Do as you want. You're already a pretty... But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
Oh, she moves fast. Paimon can hardly keep up with her. So, special training, huh? Kind of a rare opportunity. With your skills, there's not a lot of people qualified to train you. The last time something like this happened was probably anti-Raiden Shogun training, right? Oh, feels like a lifetime ago. Skirk seems pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said that the all-devouring narwhal was just her master's pet? Maybe we really will learn something here.
Ready? Your training will be split in. We'll start with blade work. During your long journey.
You bet. There's Kaya, you spar?
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. To use the human body as an analogy, improving your sword fighting is like growing that. You need to do some. Only then.
Wait, Paimon thought you were...
One day, there are no shortcuts in the... That's all I have to say. Time to make a start. Train until you're satisfied with yourself. Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can. Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
Windblade!
This moment will be frozen in time.
Cut to the chase!
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person, and now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and
Step on up! Dance with the waves!
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own.
'Twas on a deserted, moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Rain Cutter! Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu. Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
How do you feel? As you should be.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of...
Go get some sleep.
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again?
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk about your teacher like that. It's very disrespectful.
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there. But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to.
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb, though, with that stupid big fat. Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie.
Then
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own.
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a cold. I'm talking to you, young lady. You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day, whatever that means.
let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know.
The stars shimmer high above. But what lies beyond the stars? Mountains as far as the eye can see? An endless snowy plain? I can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is... I'm sick of being a kid. There's so... But for now...
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please, spare the children! Stay back!
They're coming!
Run! Help!
Eliminate the threat.
Take him down.
Don't be scared. Ah!
This way!
We'll never make it!
Where?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Why are you doing this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink. Showed you the best our home has to offer.
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination.
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight to prevent them from making some kind of last stand. We're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well, well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable. Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the others up.
Dad? Mom?
Skirk, you're all right?
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad? Mom?
This is the place.
Run, Skirk! Your dad and I, we're not afraid. My clever girl.
whenever you miss us, remember, like...
Break down the door! You! Stop singing!
Shut it!
You're awake? I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, this time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
Man, staying in the abyss feels so surreal, don't you think? No day and no night. It's like time hardly exists. If we weren't well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork. You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
The way I see it, the first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is the natural energy of Tevat is abyssal power, yes. My master, Sertology. The elemental energy of Tevat, on the other. A keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature. It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruin, so I've heard. But is purificate just thinking out loud? True growth comes from adversity. So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can. Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor. Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes. Faster! Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that. You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will. It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world. So be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path. Very good. It seems you've reached a deeper long enough for you to get some rest.
What is the secret to power? Longing. The fear of losing those you... Fear is that fear is now part of you. Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted.
But, Master, I can...
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword, after all. Good Skirk. Once again, you
Cold.
These are signs that you are each time the flesh is torn. I now understand why. But you still have much to learn in your You must learn. Get up, Skirk.
Hopefully you got some good... Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the... So...
From your training so far, that's only part of it. Now, it's time to focus. Ready? Not bad. Just like your...
Hey, no fair!
You think every opponent has the same... Strong emotions will always arise in combat. How amusing. Almost sounds like you... But you don't. Let's begin. This is your final training session. Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus. Not bad. Better than I expected. You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, you must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you.
Stop. Let's pause here. That's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start.
Skirk is amazing.
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't...
Yeah, well, I heard Masters.
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world?
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many...
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve...
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm grown up. Then...
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past, and be...
Run! Skirk!
Let's see here. First things first, you need a new identity. Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying... You hail from... As the Conrian saying go.
Well...
I know the pursuit of... Ignore her...
Starving, right? Ta-da! Of course you are! That's why Skirk and Paimon got the... Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to...
Here's an idea.
Okay. It's Paimon's.
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield a... Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching. When Ajax trained with me, you and I might never meet again, Traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask me... Okay, not... I knew that was a possible side effect. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness. Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised, since you've seen what you've seen. No, I'm not from Tibet. No, we're different in that respect. Several hundred years ago, my master... But this is not my home. And one day... to become stronger. For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But to do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he... Okay.
You make it sound so easy, but it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Well, you're... Ajax, his situation is different than yours. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to... Children can't help but imitate. Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connect. Wake up your companion. Oh, and...
Time to go. Oh, finally. Where are we?
Just follow me. I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's location. It will take us to where he's hiding.
Wait. This is near the
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your You have some experience.
Don't worry. Paimon's an expert at hide. Oh, but,
All right. Remember... Merciless. Another star goes out! Extinguish!
Just gonna float behind you. Come on, you got this.
What are you two doing here? Dusty. It's an abandoned house. Let's press on.
Paradigm shift!
Merciless.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his Ugh! This fog is making it impossible to see anything!
This should be the place where you were attacked. The missing part of your Our opponent might...
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy... Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see. There. I got it back.
Traveler! Skirk! What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
In the Guili Plains. You asked me. Now, the answer is clear. Whatever that actually means. Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power. No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. Call it fate. In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, I'll cope. Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
The all-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar. It looks...
I highly doubt you acquired that power through You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you... Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul.
The Foul? Who dares call him foul?
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew?
Just...
Look! It's back!
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit. Keep calm and use reason. Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back? Get us out of here, Traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Uh-oh! Falling spikes! Run! Watch out! Looks like this place is about to collapse! So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place.
Phew. Oh, we should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. It's called the
Yeah.
Your dragon, it's a different story, but I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have exactly. And I believe that
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of us! We have to help you get it back!
This isn't my first.
But, plus, how are you gonna get home? So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Fair enough. Then take this. A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much. I'll leave the planning to you.
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest. But where? Paimon gets the feeling Skirk wouldn't like being around a lot of people. Oh wait! Baizhu said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there! Huh. This bag from Skirk has a ton of Mora in it. Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? I'll be collecting my paycheck. Oh, sure thing. Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did she do to get all this Mora?
Claimed some buried treasure.
You heard all that?
A sonorous voice.
Then, did you...
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
No. Sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't... Okay, fine.
I noticed there was only one bed.
Wait.
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just lay... whatever. Let her tire herself out. Let's get some sleep, Traveler.
quiet.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth?
Keep your gaze fixed on your... Run!
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy. Wait, Skirk? Have you...
About 60%.
Whoa! But...
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. No, I think I need to meditate.
Ooh.
Thanks.
Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days. Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Be right back.
That's right. This is Skirk's. This isn't your first time here. But what you remember... I only managed to break... Call it... fate, if you want. Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first out... Oh, you noticed. This river represents Skirk's. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. But, as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. And all she sees reflected in the...
You must learn.
This isn't my first...
The answer to what? Let's follow the river.
You now have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, no one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. We will still have contact through the Abyss. But know this. One day, I will...
Why would you do that?
I have told you before. Fear, you have tasted loss. But as living being, yet now, I have
is what Skirk's master, the Foul. Of course, as a higher being, he could appear as a beast.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and... To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. Shall we keep going? Let's see. Already.
I have set your broken... No tears this time.
Can I ask a question, Master? I keep thinking.
I saved you. It has been too long. So...
But... I don't...
What you want matters among the boundless...
Yes, Master.
From that day forward, all she knew was group. After some time, it was not... I almost don't want to reach the end. These are Skirk's. What a simple and carefree time. This is Skirk's homeland. There was so much to...
Makes me weak. Don't forget, it was a...
Even so, learning from... Strip yourself of your so-called...
The difference is that I'm doing what I allow you to exist. I've shouldered everything.
That is the problem on the grand scale. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars. Those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
That isn't what we need.
Exactly curious about why recovering your strength has taken...
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came...
And look around. You cast aside now.
And you think that means I should see...
Thank you for saying that. I knew... To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep, all those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but...
I'm sick of being a kid.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out dancing water. Sand along. I am not the dancing water. And you are not the burdensome sand. But if... I should be thanking...
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end. Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
So, I once asked my master if he said no. But in a world without... That's why, after an idea that, one day, but that means I must... Yes. And not just... Although his decision to train me was not... I know. He's no longer into that. But he sends me messages through every time I hear from him. Maybe that means I do. I don't know what Master has planned. But I have to be ready. Help me? Why?
Oh, you're finally awake! Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you're both okay, right?
What does it look like? Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today...
Okay, so Paimon feels like she's missing some important context. But whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks! Let's dig in!
All right. It's about time we finished what we started.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested it, the good news is, we have...
Take me up!
Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that, too? Really? So...
It's a subconscious instinct to them.
Okay. Nervalette isn't here this time.
Extinguish!
Wipe out!
You haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
Water jet!
Mine to wield.
Haven't had enough of my power. Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle. Well, have you...
Such power.
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in. This is the first time I've heard you...
Hundreds of years?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history.
Of course. Might as well. I was born into I trained the sword harder than any. Over time, my heart hardened. We were similar in age. Yet, he always... I still remember what he said to me when we first met.
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to... When I was 10... But... Somewhere... After his grand endeavor was successful.
This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me. Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent.
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have...
Are you sure?
All I can do is...
Wise indeed.
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear...
Nor I. But you know as well as I. All that Afanir said was that one day, the stars shall bow in her honor.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course. Only the most... I'll be leaving them. Oh, and...
Waiting for me in the primordial sea.
Your heart?
Because, of course...
So, even with that whale's butt, that is not the...
You're right. I miss you. Sertologi's disciple. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to wear like mountains.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it... Besides, after hearing your...
Oh?
Since you're his friend, first time we came here. But when you had to devote all your... It was the joy of a...
Interest. You're right.
Exactly. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength. After which, for that very reason...
Perhaps you're right. What a battle.
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds. Sertologi once...
I can. But it's not a suitable punishment. The impurities will dissipate, but it will be a time
If we are
I will reach the top of this mountain. And you, scoffed...
That's finally over. Let's get out of here. Huh. At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit. We did it! Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. Weird. Wow. Today sure went by fast. It's night already.
Yes.
Great!
I suppose it's because the false stars hanging in the meticulously planned sky, it's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can look. Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. Time marches ever forward. Though we gaze upon a false sky.
Ever since we met, She has, if it's too big a job for one, we've met so...
I suppose when it... Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get... I suppose fate... Regardless, one without war for this. We must all work. Goodbye, traveler. Remember your training.
Bye! Is it just Paimon, or is she being nicer than before? We definitely count as friends after all. Hey! What do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can...